All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Real, the brothers coming at you from the GMS Capital in the church. Now, before we continue on with this lesson, of course, first and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Chakodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations towards your hopeful elect that's been sincerely pushing the truth. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I'm the brother Zakaria.
I'm the brother Kasada.
And as you can see, man, we're still in Isaiah 34. Now, I believe in the first video, we did Isaiah 34, 1 through 5. Now, within this part 2 video, we're going to go 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, again, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So, if you didn't have anything to say, man, we can get right into it.
Yeah, straight.
Okay. This is Isaiah 34, and starting at verse 6. The sword of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats. Now, all these are metaphoric for people, all right? All different types of people, whether they be infants or whether they be very, very old, all right? Remember, the Lord is going to come back to slay both young and old, all right? Excuse me. Now, continuing on, it says, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra. Now, Basra represents America, all right, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, okay? And to be made sacrifice, it really goes into to be made holy. All right, so the Lord is going to have to destroy this place in order for things to be made holy again. All right, you get it?
I wanted to say something real quick.
Okay, kind.
Because those goats and those rams are symbolic to the Edomites and Israel, man, too. 2/3 of Israel going to be left here right along with these Edomites to get burned here in Babylon the Great, which I have a precept showing, you know, these two individuals being Israel and these Edomites. As well as you had these heathens too. They're going to be, these other nations, whoever's left here is going to be burned right along with them. But this is Psalms 100 in verse 3. It says, know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. See, now that's talking about who? The Israelites, which consist of you Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. We're the sheep. All right, we're the sheep that it's talking about. We're those lambs that it's talking about. All right, in the scriptures. Let me grab another precept. It says in Zechariah 13 in verse 8. This is another good precept. And it says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right, man. That's 2/3 of who? Israel. While the 1/3, first and foremost, starting with the 144,000, are going to be saved up on the chariots. All right, while 2/3 here is going to be left here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. All right.
That was spot on. All right, so all these things is metaphoric. All right, it's symbolic for something. Yep. So the water, brother, for bringing that out. So continuing on in verse 6, it says, a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Now, I believe in the last video, me and his brother went into that word Idumea in verse 5. All right, that word Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. All right, and for those who don't know who Esau Edom is, these are the so-called white people, or the so-called white race, however they want to call themselves. All right, that's their true identity, their true biblical names. Okay, now verse 7, it says, the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks, excuse me, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood. That's in the scriptures, because once the Lord come back, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed. All right, we just read the verse above it in verse 6, in a great slaughter. It's a great slaughter. It's not a great healing, you know, coming together, coming as who you are, you blessed and highly favored. No. All right, it's a great slaughter in this land and over there in the Middle East. Now, there's going to be different parts of the world still going to get hit up for judgment. But, hey, man, it is what it is. The main prophecies is going to be here in America and over there in the Middle East concerning judgment. Now, it says, yeah, and the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls. And their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust be made fat with fatness. Excuse me, their dust made fat with fatness. Excuse me. But yeah, man, that symbolizes that, hey, this place is going to get dried up like a desert, okay? Because after the destruction, you know, there's going to be a lot of radiation here, and this whole place is literally going to get flattened out All right, it's gonna get deformed. You're not gonna be able to tell, where's Florida at, where's Texas, New York. It's gonna get flattened out, completely, utterly destroyed, and this whole place is gonna turn to a dry desert. It's gonna have desert-like creatures over here. Okay, now continuing on in verse 8, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance. See, vengeance. Okay, remember, we can't avenge ourselves, no matter how much martial art training you probably had, no matter how many push-ups you did, no matter how fast you run or how good you can aim with your arrows or your guns, hitting your target. Nah, man. The Lord, vengeance is of the Lord's. It says in the year of recompenses. That word recompenses basically means to pay back. Okay? And the Lord is going to pay back Esau, Edom, starting with Esau, Edom. All right? And starting with the 2/3 of our people, man. All right? Blood, judgment. You want to say something?
Yeah, I had a precept because you just quoted it, but this is Romans 12 and verse 19. It says, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord.
And who are we supposed to give that place to? Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
Because what the scripture says, cast your burdens unto the Lord.
That's right.
So we're supposed to place everything, anything that weighs us down, anything that makes us extremely angry. Because, man, certain brothers get angry to the point where they just want to lay hands on somebody. And once they lay hands on somebody, man, done deal.
Yep.
But we understand that, this great fight of ours is not really our fight. Now, of course, we fight the great fight of faith and stuff like that. But we're talking about the get down, man. The ultimate get down. That's of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to destroy this place and to exalt us, Yep. You want to say something?
Yeah, because this is this cut you other Israelites, man, that want to take matters in your own hand by fighting the heathens, trying to go to war with Esau. This is a cut to you, man. All right, because the Lord says vengeance is his, so we gotta allow him to take hold of it. He gonna give us our time. It's gonna be a time where we be able to step up and start, putting people to deleting people, I should say. All right, but it's not that time yet, man, and we're gonna know when it is, man. The elect will, Lord willing, we be on that number. All right, but man, this is a cut to a lot of you Israelites who know that you're Israelites, man. All right,
but always want to avenge yourselves or your brother.
Right, man.
That's carnal.
Yep.
Okay, but was that it on that?
That was it.
All right. Let me see where we left off at. Verse 8. I'm gonna reread verse 8. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's Yahweh vengeance, in the year of recompenses. All right, the ultimate payback for the controversy of Zion, which represents Israel, man. Yasharallah. All right, including you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the southern part of the kingdom and the northern part of the kingdom, man. All right, it speaks about us as a whole, because we are scattered. Deliverance is going to take place throughout the whole world, man, and every eye shall see. Okay, now verse 9, it says, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch. Why so? Because everything's going to get dried up and turned to dust, man, due to the nuclear destructions, man, the fire and brimstone, and also the destruction of the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that you people inwardly call UFOs, man. Those are not UFOs. Those are the heavenly vehicles of the angels, man, which were ordained by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, you want to say something?
Yeah, the pitch, pitch going into, it also speaks, when you go into that word pitch, it goes into tar. Tar, black. It's going to be like tar, man. All right, that's how it's going to be. All right, when those ICBM missiles hit this place, man, because there's going to be a lot of bloodshed here in Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, man. All right, we got that.
Continuing on in verse 9, and the dust thereof into brimstone. Okay, hey, the scriptures talks about the second death. Can you get that in I believe Revelation 20? It's around like the last couple verses. Okay, because everybody know about the second coming. Everybody know of the second death, but you guys think it's just a game. You guys think our Lord's going to come back with roses and petals, with flying naked babies with small wings, riding on Pegasus and chariots. Okay, that's incorrect. The Lord's going to come back again with vengeance, wrath, to deliver and also to destroy, according to the scriptures, man. And this place is going to get burnt up.
You said what verse?
Let me see right quick, if you don't mind, Babakusha.
Okay.
It's the last couple of verses. Verse 14.
Okay.
The water, brother.
Verse 14?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Revelation verse 20. This is Revelation 20 and verse 14. And it says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
See, was cast into the lake of fire. How did that fire start in the first place? with that fire and brimstone from the missiles, man. That's in what? Revelation 9. Okay, you got it out.
Hey, man, this is a cut. This also a cut to you Christians, man. That believe there's a man in the center of the earth with a pitchfork, dressed in a red suit. All right.
yeah.
That's off, man. Because it says death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. How is hell cast into the lake of fire, man?
Yeah, from y'all knowledge, all right, from what we all have heard once upon a time ago, that hell was a continual place, an eternal place where you go for punishment. All right, and
burn
you got
forever.
Demons poking at you and making fun of you and stuff.
Right.
And all types of Saw 5 gruesome deaths.
That's right.
Tortures. Man, that's all false, man. Okay. Was that in on that?
No, it was a little bit more.
Okay,
this is the main part that you wanted. This is the second death. All right.
See, the second death. Not the second, time that you can just be happy and be whoever you want to be and make it. No, man, the second death. I have Revelation 9 right quick. And starting at verse 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. 200 million warheads is going to hit this place, man. Okay. And I heard the number of them. See, that's the number. Okay. And thus I saw the horses. All right. Multiple powers. That's what that's going into, because those warheads it holds power to destroy, man. All right. Who's going to operate those warheads, those missiles? All right. Those arrows, as the scriptures metaphorically describes it. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. We just read in Isaiah 34. I believe that was what? Verse 5, that his sword shall be bathed in heaven. And it's going to hit Idumea, Edom, Ashashua, all right, Adawam, Esau, Edom, man. It says, and them that sat on them. No, let me reread that. Revelation 9:17, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire. See, it's getting into the characteristics of a ballistic missile or a nuke. It says, and of ginseng and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, because what lies in the power of a lion concerning his face, his jaw, his teeth. All right. So those warheads, it lies in the front of those missiles. That's where all that power comes from. When it hit its target, it's going to detonate, and it's going to create what the scriptures describes, the two scrolls, which is the mushroom clouds, man. All right. And then that strong wind, that eastward wind, that's going to tear this place up, man. Rip the grounds apart to the point where it disintegrate. Those are the missiles, man. It says, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone, all right? Coming out the sallows and stuff like that. And by these three was the third part of man killed. But who that represents, man? Esau, Edom, the sons of the wicked. It says, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone. There go that word brimstone. We keep saying that word brimstone, man. Which issue out of their mouths, all right? The sallows, okay? For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, because what comes out the tail of a missile? The fire. That's what controls or guides the missile to its target. All right, it's gonna hit its target. Best believe it. It says, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Okay, in other words, they do destroy, they do kill. All right, but that was pretty much it on that Revelation 9. We're gonna finish it up. And
a quick precept too.
Con, you got it.
This is Revelation 18 in verse 2, and it says, and he cried with a strong voice. This is an angel, by the way, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. All right, and this is the same scripture that the brother was quoting earlier, man, that this place is going to be inhabited by foul, unclean animals.
Yeah, like scorpions and stuff, like desert animals.
Desert animals, you know what I'm saying? Vultures and things of that sort, man. They're going to inhabit this land, man, but this place is going to be destroyed, man. All right. Ultimately, wiped out. It's going to be still on the map, but it's going to be wiped out, man. All right, and the only things that's going to be dealing here or living here are these unclean animals, man. All right.
Con.
You got it.
All right, going back to, excuse me if I keep coughing too. Isaiah 34 and verse 9. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone. And the land, see, they go that same land again, all right? Especially over here in America, Babylon the Great, it says, therefore shall it become burning pitch. Right. It's going to burn forever and ever, man. It's going to be dried up like a desert forever. nobody is not gonna be able to come back to dwell in this land, man. Okay.
And how you know we not making this up? Well, how was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? With fire and brimstone. All right. And that's why it says in here on that same verse, it says, in the dust thereof into brimstone. And brimstone is some type of like it's like it could be easily sparked and made in fire with, man. All right. It's easily, well, matter of fact, let me grab this NIV version.
Okay.
Verse 9. It says, Edom's stream will be turned into pitch. This is the NIV version, man.
Yep.
All right. Her dust into burning sulfur. And everybody know what sulfur is.
Yeah, that's how you burn it.
Yeah, it's some type of enlightening, like some type of lighter fluid, or not lighter fluid, but it's like that.
It's an element that just burns.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. All right, the water. Her land will become blazing pitch. See?
Blazing.
Right.
You got it, bro. It's like it.
See, that's it, man. That's it. That's what it is, man. It's gonna be burning for decades, for years, man. It's gonna be burning for centuries, man. All right, it's gonna be an example of how not to be, man. All right, you got it. All right.
Come, but that's pretty much all we have for today's lesson. This is Isaiah 34, 6-9, and also until next time. Well, first and foremost, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and then until next time, shalom.
Shalom.